back again. This time, another Christmas card, and I'm going to be using the Message in a Tree embossing folder by Couture Creations again. I used some silver cardstock this time. It's cut at 5 1/8 by 4 inches. I used a stamp set here by iBreak for Stamps. It's James Benos for iBreak for Stamps number 001. I'm using the smaller Santa there. Going to use, and that's the stamp there, it's red rubber. Going to use this stamp, the Naughty or Nice stamp by Darkroom Door. This is the Dear Santa collection. Love this set of stamps, the best. Going to use both of these circles. These are the Standard Circle Small by Spellbinders. Okay, and then also I'm going to be using some Ranger Archival ink in watering can. And I'll probably end up using the same Inside Sentiment, Enjoy the Magic of the Season. And I'll probably also stamp that with the watering can ink. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take, hang on, where have I got it? Okay, this piece here is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 inches. I'll use that side. And what I need to do first is cut out the circle, and I'm just using that one there, the smaller of the two that I'm using. And I'm probably going to center it. Center it? Maybe just up a little bit. So I'm going to cut that out first. Then I'm going to run it through the embossing folder. Then I'll be back. So that's what that looks like now, embossed, cut out and embossed. So now I'm going to take this Santa stamp and ink it up with the watering can archival ink on some white cardstock. Then I'm going to go over to the Big Shot and I'm going to position the larger circle, the same one that I showed before. So this is the largest, and then we've got the, well, it's the second largest in the set, and then we've got the smaller one to that. So I'm just going to go over to the Big Shot and run that through. Alright, that's that, and that's that. So now what I'm going to do is adhere that piece to the bottom, I think. What I've also done is taken the silver cardstock, and I have punched out the larger circle first from the silver cardstock, and then I positioned the smaller one inside it, centered, and then ran it through the Big Shot. This is what I came up with. Okay, I'm going to have that around the outside of that Santa there. So we can go ahead and adhere that, and I want to put it over to the left, so if that goes on there, that's alright, that's on the outside edge of that. So I want that Santa to be over there like that. Okay, so that means, okay, I've got to get my wet glue, and I'm using Scotch Quick Dry in my fine liner applicator. So around here we've just got a tiny little bit, so that's going to be adhered there. And then, so that's over that side. So over this side, I'm just going to put some on there. And then let's, okay, it's got to go there. Alright, now we'll grab a bit of paper here. Might help if I got it clean a bit, I think. And press that on there. Okay. Then this one's going to go there like that. And I've just done that upside down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I might have to... Oh, that still might work. Okay. Let's see how we go. Okay. Not too bad, actually. Now that one's going to go over the top there. So I've got to adhere it down. Now what am I going to adhere it with? Wonder if I could use... no, I think I best use wet glue. So I'm going to use some glossy accents. Whew, hard work. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Okay, this hasn't worked out the best, even-wise, but hey, nothing's perfect. You want to try and get it so that it covers that edge there. And then burnish it again. Oops, please don't get dirty on me. Alright. I wonder if I can polish that, get the excess glue off it. There we go. Sorry, squeaky chair. Now, I'm going to get this Naughty or Nice stamp, and I'm going to stamp it on some white cardstock. Yep, white cardstock, and I'm going to use, I wonder should I use silver? No, I'm going to use this one, the watering can again. Come over here. And then, what I might try and do is get a really thin white edge around that. Okay, now I can cut those ends off. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere that down to some grey cardstock. Grey? Yeah, a darker grey, I think. And so, let's glue that down first. Alright, that one's done. Now I'm going to add it there, I think. But I don't think that's all I want on there. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape on here and mount it onto a piece of silver cardstock, which I have pre-cut, yes, there. So that's going to go on there like that, and then onto a card base that is cut at 8 1/4 inches by 5¼ inches, scored in half at 4 1/8. So basically what I do with my cards, because I'm in Australia, sorry, our A4 paper is just a tiny bit over the 8¼ inches wide by nearly, or about 11 3/4 inches long. So to get 2 card bases out of that, I cut mine at 5 1/4 by the 4 1/8. So that's what happens there. Alright, so let's glue this down to the silver first. So if you're using using 8½ by 11 paper cardstock, then I would just cut the card base at your 5 1/2 by your 5 1/2 by your 4 1/4, and then your next layer, which is the silver layer, I'd cut it at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. No, I wouldn't. Ignore that. I would cut it at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then your top layer I would cut it 4 by 5 1/4. So there you go. Now I've got to find the card base. I'm sure I haven't done one yet. I'll be back. So after saying all that, I go and I cut mine up into a top folding card, like opens from the bottom up, and so I've cut it at 10 1/2 by 4 1/8. Still got my 5 1/4 by 4 1/8 inch cards base, but it's just around the other way. So I'm going to score this at 5 1/4. Right. Now before I adhere the layers on here, I'm going to stamp my inside sentiment, which is going to be this one. So just makes it so much easier to stamp your sentiment when there's not so much weight on the front. Okay. Again, we're going to use the watering can archival ink. Whoa! And enjoy the magic of the season. Not too bad. Okay. While that's drying, I'll find my top one here, yep, and remove the tape backing, stick it down, and then put our naughty or nice piece on, and we're going to call that done. There we go, done. Okay. And there we go, another Christmas card done. Nice and simple, that one, but we're using up our dies, we're using up our stamps, we're using up our embossing folders, paper cardstock. I'm going to town. Alright, I'll be back with another one. Bye everyone.